I've always wanted to put flames on it. The start of the season is super soon, and the aim now is to get the car re-wrapped and prepped for next season. The car is still how it is after my little testing session at Alton Park a few weeks ago. So I haven't actually taken it out since. A, it's absolutely filthy, and B, it's got wrap all over it. So all this, the blue and the white, and all the stickers need to come off. We're going to unload the trailer now, get everything sorted. So we'll do a little time lapse. Car is now off and the trailer needs a clean because it is absolutely filthy. So this is my Woodford RL 2000 trailer, and if you don't know, I'm sponsored by Woodford Trailer, and this is the trailer they've given me for the year to go racing. Absolutely perfect for my Caterham. Isn't it so funny, when you put a jet wash away, it's always you want to do it so fast and you always forget how long it's going to take you to unravel it the next time you want to use it. Ah! And excuse me if I'm doing any of this wrong. There's nothing worse than turning up to a race weekend with A, a dirty car, and B, a dirty trailer. But look, I don't know if you can hear this, but listen. Sounds so good. So now it's all been aggravated quite nicely. You get the jet wash. Look how satisfying that is. So now the trailer's looking much better. Let's move on to the Caterham. So I'm actually sad to see this car change because I absolutely love it, white and blue, but it's a little bit scruffy now. It's done a whole season's worth of racing and there is gravel rash all over it. There's a few marks from rubbing and it just doesn't look its best shape right now. So with a quick wrap, it should look absolutely brand new. So luckily, me and Jazz have grown our fingernails so we can get right under this wrap. We don't just have to de-wrap it, but we actually have to fully disassemble it to make it easier for MFX wraps to wrap it later on. Wings have to come off, wheels, suspension, everything basically comes off. It's only a few nut and bolts and you can pretty much strip this thing in a few hours. So let's get to it. Just recently wrapped this, which I probably shouldn't have done. It'd be heartbreaking to peel it all off. Should slide off. Pretty much done, right? The tyres have seen better days. Yeah, they're just tiny little plastic, and basically the plan is when you get hit or when you hit an impact on your wing, it snaps these rather than pulling the riv nuts out, which is quite good. I can tell Dan's been in here because some of these have been changed. If I've done this right, this should be the last one. Right, now that it's done, this needs a lot of cleaning. It's got so much gravel in it and all sorts, but I'm just going to do the other side now. So now I've got to get rid of this side impact bar on both sides. Might leave the radius arm on. Yeah, we've got to come that bolt out and then we've got to lift the cage out, but only the front of it. Because I'm jacked up on the A-frame, obviously I can't get this out, so we're going to have to figure out another jacking point, chuck the wheels on. Right out. We have moved inside now. Now the rear end's done, all we've got to do is just got to loosen some of the front end because obviously I need it still in contact for when I put it on the trailer and get it off the other side. So now I've got to focus on the exhaust. I hate clips. In theory, the exhaust should come off now. Oh, exhaust is off. So that was from my crash and not kill. There's a bit of damage there, but I don't think it actually restricts any flow. Right, now we've got to focus on getting the cat off. Got two cable ties. It's got this little spring that I always cut myself trying to get it off. I try and get pliers on it and I try and pull it. And basically I always either slip, clamp my hand or do something silly, but with two cable ties, pull on it nice and tight. Just enough so we can wiggle it off like that, and absolutely no pliers needed. Perfect. Getting these things out is a work of art. There is a specific way to get them out, but I don't know what it is. Oh! Oh! That's a horrible noise. Okay. Okay. One's out. That's it. Perfect. We're gonna roll now. 2, 3, 4. We've finally got the car de-assembled. We've got the exhaust off, The front suspension's on super loose, so as soon as I get to the wrap place, I can just drop that out. All the pot rivets that need to come out, everything. So now what we have to do is pull all this wrap off. So we've got an Amazon special little heat gun. So we're just gonna heat it up and see how it goes. It's gonna be super satisfying or super dissatisfying. I don't know which bit to start with first. This heat gun stinks. I mean, to be fair, this is a lot easier than I thought. And I go, oh, proves me wrong. That was quite satisfying. Let's see if we can get all this off in one. Look at that. Yeah, the heat makes a massive difference. Look at that. It's nice how clean the white is underneath. So we're about 10 minutes in and now we've got to the really tricky bit, which is the bit over here with all this gravel rash. It's super tricky. So you just whack a load of heat in it, but Jazz is absolutely smashing it. I think I actually quite like this silver. I think it's pretty cool, but it gets really dull really quickly. So unless you have wrap on it, it looks really bad, or if you polish it constantly, and I'm definitely not doing that. We're about 1/10 of the way through, Jazz. Little update, we're pretty much there with the rear end. Jazz is just pulling the last bit off now. Way! And look at that. So there's a few creases in the back here from Rubbin's Racing and all that. Rubbin's Racing. Vince is blind deaf and has no idea what he's doing. So can you spot me onto here? That's not bad, is it? That's it. There we go. Right, now technically, we're all good to go towing. Now another difficult part is trying to get out of here without scratching it on anyone else's trailer or any customer's cars. I think we're all good. Oof, tight that side. It's a bit squeaky bum, but it's gone through. In the noisy van right now, and to be fair, I probably need to upgrade this old girl. It's only a 1.9 turbo diesel, so it's got about like, I don't know, 70 brake horsepower, which is definitely not enough to be towing this rig, but we always seem to get there, but just very slowly. We're on our way to MFX Wraps now, which is about an hour's drive. Right, so we're pulling up now. So we've had our car wrapped by these guys twice now. Every time we've had it rewrapped. Let's unload it quickly. Now I've got a few upgrades, so we lose the windscreen, wide track front suspension and all sorts. A little bit of power upgrade as well for this year. So that's good. Nothing wrong with a bit more power, is there? Nice. Perfect. It's amazing. I really like the kind of aluminium look.
The raw
it looks quite cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like to do one of these, like a proper like rat style.
Yeah.
Like this sort of rat rod
That'd be
type
cool.
thing.
I've always wanted to put flames on it. Sponsors said no, so should we have a look inside actually? Come have a look at some of the cars in here. Look at that Aston Martin. That audio, but that thing sounds nuts. This place is full of goodies. It's probably one of like the dream kind of setups, isn't it? This garage is sick. That is naughty, isn't it? It's not just race cars that get wrapped here. All sorts of cars. Look at the colour on that. Right, should we push our car in? Good thing about Caterham is they're super light, because I spend most of my life pushing it because they're such a pain to get in.
Yep,
Get it up on axle stands for you? Yes, please. Perfect. We have successfully dropped the car off, and next time we see it, it's going to be fully transformed into its new wrap, and I can't wait to show you guys. But for now, like, comment, subscribe if you've enjoyed this. So hopefully the next video will be me picking up the car and reassembling it with Dan, and yeah, see you then.